Hello and welcome here to Charlotte, North Carolina. The final game of the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic between the Porter Ridge Pirates and the hosts, the Ardrey Kell Knights. Nick Kloss along side you for this championship game. Starting off with Porter Ridge, led by head coach Morgan Brown, and the Pirates sitting at 8-4 so far this season. A good start, but losses to North Meck Independence. One to Ardrey Kell already, 53-48, a close one there. And Hickory Ridge, they're going to need to be led by their star freshman, Ashanti Taylor. Around 18 points per game, 8 rebounds, but the stat you got to look at is 4.5 steals per game. Very impressive from her. But on the other side, the host team, the Ardrey Kell Knights, starting the season very well, 11-2. Led by head coach Latavia Dixon. They've only lost to Marvin Ridge and Charlotte Catholic, two very talented teams in their own right. But right there, you're looking at Molly Burns, the senior for Ardrey Kell, averaging around 18.5, 3.8 rebounds per game, and 1.6 assists. She'll have to come up big in this one. We got the championship between Porter Ridge and Ardrey Kell coming up after the break. Welcome back here, Charlotte, North Carolina. Porter Ridge getting set to take on the Ardrey Kell Knights in the championship game in both the men's and women's sides of this one. Starting with the women's game here at the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic. Little December high school basketball right before the holidays. Thanks for joining us. Nick Kloss alongside you for this one. There's Molly Burns being announced leading scorer for this Knights team under head coach Latavia Dixon. Want to see her put some in the bucket. They had a good game in their last time out against Charlotte Latin. Playing on their home floor in every game has to help in this tournament, but still some very good competition. They won 55-41 in that matchup, leading them to right here. Winner take all in this tournament between these two teams. Porter Ridge already ready and set to go. Ardrey Kell now taking the floor. 8 minutes on the clock for the first quarter and ready to get underway here at the home of the Knights. A true home game in the home whites for Ardrey Kell. The road black uniforms for Porter Ridge. Freshman Ashanti Taylor, 12 in black, the player to watch on that side of things. Immediately one back to Skylar Fleck, the 5'4" senior point guard. Some veterans leading the way for this Ardrey Kell team. Gets it back to Fleck. Over to the other side for Carly Glenn. Back up top. Burns dishes inside. Poked back out. A foul called going against Porter Ridge. First one of the game, and the first for Sydney Blackwell for the Pirates. Fleck on the outside. Driving in. Autumn Washington misses the bucket. First shot of the day doesn't go. Blackwell takes the three. Little off the mark, poked away, up and out. Annika Scaldera could not get the finish. Three-point attempt coming again from Glenn. Board nearly picked up by Bryson McCoy, but goes out. Last off the hand of McCoy. Going to be Porter Ridge ball at the baseline. Here's Ashanti Taylor, averaging 17.8 points per game in this young season. Also 8 rebounds. She's really this do-it-all for this team. Up off the glass a little too hard from Miley Malcolm, but the bucket goes, and the first 2 points of the game give Porter Ridge the early lead. Deflected, taken away by Porter Ridge. Taylor pushes up the pace. Olivia Burke can't handle it. And that fast break attempt results in the turnover. Nearly taken away again by the freshman Ashanti Taylor. There's a reason why you had to highlight those 4.5 steals per game, because that's not a common stat line for any player in basketball. You're impressed when you see 2 or even 1, but over 4 is another story. First bucket of the day going for Autumn Washington for Ardrey Kell. Now here comes Taylor up and in. First 2 points of the day for Ashanti Taylor at 4-2. Fleck back for Glenn. Averages around 5 points, the junior. Glenn again. Playing off on the perimeter. Washington sends the 3, no good. Comes the other way, Olivia Burke to Ashanti Taylor, another bucket. Four-point lead with under 5 minutes to play in the first for Porter Ridge. Glenn. Playing catch with Fleck. Burns goes back outside. Now down at the baseline. McCoy up and under and in. The finish from McCoy. Inside foul called against Ardrey Kell. It's going to be Autumn Washington. Getting the call, first foul of the day for her. Ashanti Taylor tries to dish it low. Porter Ridge keeps it. Deep shot off the mark from Burke. Porter Ridge pushing the pace. Ashanti Taylor, one too many passes. Burns. Feels like her first touch on the ball today. Goes in, loses it. Picked back up by Sydney Blackwell. Taylor. Guarded by the senior Fleck. Other side, one more pass. Malcolm for 3. Out there, back inside. Burke off the front. Tips it over. And a nifty little play from Burke to get Scaldera an open bucket. Scaldera with 4 points here early. Ashanti Taylor with the other 2. Porter Ridge doing great on the defensive end. Jump ball on the ground. Possession arrow going with Ardrey Kell, and we'll take our first break here. It's a 4-point lead for Porter Ridge. Ardrey Kell trails at home. Back here at Ardrey Kell High School, a 4-point lead for the visitor Porter Ridge. But looking at how these teams got here, it was Porter Ridge over Huff 61-37, and then Ardrey Kell 55-41 over Charlotte Latin to set up this championship game between these two squads. So far, it's Ashanti Taylor doing good work, as well as Anna Scaldera with 4 points. Last touched by Porter Ridge. Ardrey Kell's going to take back possession. Fleck to Glenn. Plenty of time and room. Porter Ridge running a zone. Taking away Burns on the inside. Fleck. Bounces down low. Washington up. Taylor gets the missed shot. Tries to go end to end. Off the glass and one. The freshman plays like an upperclassman. Has a chance at a 3-point play here early. Completes the and one. 7 first quarter points for Ashanti Taylor. Burns went for the 3 and gets fouled. Not what you want to see if you're Porter Ridge. Get a look at the replay there, and you see just a little bit of contact on the arm. So Burns is going to have 3 chances at the line. Hits the first. Very good free throw shooter in Molly Burns. 18.5 points per game so far this season. Next to the second leading scorer for Ardrey Kell, which is Washington with 13.1 average so far this year. It's those two who are going to have to be active right there on your screen, 10 and 5. Third one doesn't go, 2 for 3 for Burns. Taylor goes to the corner. Burke, 3-point attempt, not there. Taylor gets the offensive glass, and another 2 points. 13-6 the lead for Porter Ridge in the first. Too high on the pass from Fleck. Just skies the head of Glenn and into the stands. Maya Johnson, the sophomore, gives it to Taylor. Taylor gets to the glass, draws the foul, gonna go against Washington. That's her second. Taylor been to the line just once before this. A couple minutes ago, was 1 of 1. Misses the first. The size advantage seems to lean the way of Porter Ridge. Taylor, mentioned just a freshman, standing at 5'10". She goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Nearly pulled back by Porter Ridge. Burns gets it off the floor. Burns steps to the side, takes the 3. Glenn cleans the offensive glass. Blocked on the other side. Taylor gets pushed off the line by Burns. And another foul going to be on the floor. Some subs coming for the Porter Ridge Pirates. Burke checking out Jayla Taylor. Number 10 in black now in the game. Taylor, other side, up off the glass, and a nice assist to Anna Scaldera. 6 points for her in the first quarter. 9-point lead for Porter Ridge. Ardrey Kell trying to keep it from getting away from them. Glenn works the baseline. Outside, Burns, pull up jumper. Laces one. A clutch 3 from Molly Burns to bring Ardrey Kell within 6. 10 seconds on the clock. Glenn pokes it away from Taylor. She keeps it. Kicks it out. Back to the top, out for Jayla Taylor. And good defense from Ardrey Kell to end the quarter. A close one after 1, 15-9. Porter Ridge up on Ardrey Kell. Tonight's Bay Hackle Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances, your outdoor kitchen and tailgate headquarters. And by Acosta Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, the household name for quality and trust. And by Charlotte's Hometown Legal Team. If you're injured, call the Downer Law Firm. Back here in Charlotte, North Carolina, Nick Kloss with you for this championship game of the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic right here on Bay Hackle Sports. 15-9. Porter Ridge up early on the home team, Ardrey Kell. Washington gives it over to Fleck. Glenn back for Fleck. Drives inside. Underhand layup. Gets away, and Washington grabs for the jump ball and keeps it with Ardrey Kell. Possession arrow pointing at the white team. Well, excuse me, incorrect there. Didn't switch the possession arrow, so instead it's Porter Ridge and a quick three. Sydney Blackwell, first bucket of the day. And on the other side, Burns hits her second three. 8 points for Molly Burns, who was quiet in the first quarter. And now Blackwell was trying to have a three-point shooting contest. Off the mark there, 18-12, still a 6-point lead for Porter Ridge. Air ball from Washington, picked up on a rebound from Enes Caldera. Taylor misses the layup, gets her own rebound, goes back up, draws contact, no foul. Washington goes long distance for Burns, ill-advised. Blackwell picks it off. Caldera. And finally a timeout taken by Morgan Brown while Porter Ridge tried to get something set up, but wants to draw something out on the clipboard. And don't forget to watch Game On streaming at 7 p.m. on Mondays right here on Bay Hackle Sports. Everything you need to know. Sports in North Carolina at the high school level. Game On streaming 7 p.m. on Mondays right here on Bay Hackle Sports. There's Coach Brown drawing something up for her 8-4 Pirates. How they got here, Porter Ridge beating Huff pretty handily, 61-37. Ardrey Kell also taking care of business against Charlotte Latin. This is just championship game 1 of 2. The men's game coming up 10 minutes after the conclusion of this one. But the winner between these two teams right here will decide who wins this tournament, hosted by Ardrey Kell. And always good to get some hardware early in the season and also have the experience of winning a tournament or even playing in a tournament for Ardrey Kell and for Porter Ridge, no matter which way this game goes. When you get into states and regions, you have to win or you're done. And tournament-style play teaches that. Fleck with the steal. Pull-up jumper, Fleck off the mark. Washington gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out, no one there, taken away by Blackwell. Taylor. Back up top, the left hand up and in and one for Olivia Burke. Just goes underneath Bryson McCoy, just too much contact. And she'll take a rest on the bench along with Autumn Washington. Tiana Keenan now in the game at the 5. Rebound grabbed down. And coming the other way is Ardrey Kell. Glam goes inside over top. Puts it in on a high floater. First bucket of the day for Carly Glam. Taylor, ball at the top of the key, 9 points for her so far today. Burke goes down, kicks outside. Scaldera back up, Taylor sees an open lane. Up with the right hand off the glass and in. Double digits already. Porter Ridge sticking to the zone defense. Coming down the baseline and a foul. Going against Porter Ridge, Ardrey Kell. 2 shots at the line right now, down by 8. And not too many fouls in this one, at least on the scoreboard here at Ardrey Kell. 1 and 1 in the half, I believe. Excuse me, in the second quarter. Only 1 foul for each team. But a light fouling game so far in general. First free throw, no good. Second one misses. 8-point lead stays for Porter Ridge. Malcolm over from the corner. Blackwell can't get it to hit. Burns turns on the Jets. Draws 2, passes inside. 3 on the back end. Tiana Keenan, first bucket of the day. To the baseline. Malcolm, the nice looking pull-up jumper. She answers with 2 points of her own. They're going to take a break, and so are we. 24-16. Porter Ridge still with an 8-point lead. (24-16) here in the second quarter of the championship game here at Ardrey Kell. Porter Ridge up 24-16 so far, led by the freshman Ashanti Taylor. 11 points for her, and a lot of those coming in that first quarter. Been spreading the ball around a lot more for Porter Ridge. All but 1 starter on the score sheet so far. Fleck goes high off the glass and just rides the rim and out. Keenan tries to get the second chance bucket. She's got a third try, no good. Burke, pretty good on the ball. Pass nearly goes out. Ashanti Taylor tracks it down. Burke gets a double team. Maya Johnson not ready for that pass, gets intercepted, and an off-ball foul. Gonna be going against Miley Malcolm for the second foul of the quarter for Porter Ridge. It's obviously on the floor, so gonna be Ardrey Kell ball on the baseline. Burns, quick shot. Almost kept in, but given back to Porter Ridge. Here comes Malcolm. Down for Jayla Taylor in the corner. Porter Ridge takes another timeout. Coach Brown wants to talk things over.
30-second timeout.
And this is the first championship game of 2, so the winner of this one takes the women's side of the bracket. But for the men's side, we had Butler with a pretty commanding win over Charlotte Latin yesterday, and then Ardrey Kell and Porter Ridge went down to the wire. Samaj Long for Porter Ridge dropped 22 in that one. Ardrey Kell came back from all the way down by 17 at one point and went on I believe a 26-7 run to set up that championship game. Butler and Ardrey Kell 10 minutes after this one, scheduled for 7:30 p.m. Taylor picks up her dribble, goes to Malcolm, pulls up. Nice finish in the paint. First double-digit lead for Porter Ridge so far. Burns. Accomplished outside shooter, opts to give it one more. Fleck gets the offensive rebound and the bucket. First 2 points today for Fleck. Taylor takes the long 2. Glenn, open shot from the corner. Gets it to go. Another 3 for Ardrey Kell. Now a 5-point game just like that. Taylor inside. Blackwell fading away. Nice bucket. Sydney Blackwell. The nice fadeaway finish. 7-point lead for Porter Ridge. Glenn, same spot. In and out. Unlucky for Ardrey Kell. Shanti Taylor wasn't ready for the pass. Picked up. Scaldera. And goes back over half court. Scaldera had already established possession over halfway. So a backcourt violation gives the ball back to Ardrey Kell. Fleck will try her luck outside. Washington gets the jump ball. Possession with Ardrey Kell. Stays with them at the baseline. Under a minute left to play in the second quarter. 28-21 so far in the first half. Glenn gives it back to Fleck. Burns. Just off the mark. Glenn with a good effort to keep it in. Can't quite do it. Gonna give it back to Porter Ridge. Taylor right now leading all scorers with 11 points. 20 seconds on the clock. No shot clock in high school basketball. Taylor can hold. Goes underneath and one. Second time today that the freshman Ashanti Taylor has a chance at a three-point play. Completes it. 14 points for the freshman in the first half. Washington tries to get it to Glenn, but a late foul call. And Ashanti Taylor will get the foul. Five seconds on the clock. Nice play for Washington, up and in. Great pass there from Glenn. And a beautiful set play from Ardrey Kell to end that half. 8-point lead, 31-23, Porter Ridge. 14 points for the freshman Ashanti Taylor. Welcome to the halftime report presented by the Downer Law Firm. If you're injured, remember to call the Downer Law Firm. And while we wait for the second half action, here's Jeff Taylor with a story from a Butler High School student inspired by family to do something special.
My grandma fought through breast cancer. She's a survivor, God bless her, but it was a fight, and I watched her fight every day.
Now, Ben Fowler, a grandson and a senior at Butler High School, has joined the battle to fight breast cancer.
It's awesome to kind of fight for her, fight for the women who are struggling right now, fight for the women who can only focus on this.
Ben, who runs cross country at Butler, is part of the CMS Student Athlete Advisory Council, who launched Athletes for Good this month. It is an initiative aimed at raising funds and awareness for breast cancer patients undergoing treatment. The goal is to raise $5,000 to buy care packages for those patients. The method to get there is selling bracelets at school and sporting events.
It's incredible. I think the $3 bracelets is, I know somebody that wanted to buy all 5 that I had on me one day, and they're like, that's only $15, but these 5 bracelets is going to be something I can pass out to members to not only show what you guys are doing, but what I'm supporting, and this $15 is going to go to a care kit for women with breast cancer.
And help guiding these students in this initiative is Tamara Satterfield, who works for CMS and is the SAAC advisor. She is also a breast cancer survivor.
To have student athletes get behind this, it just shows a different side of what we know about them. And a lot of times we see these students on the field or on the courts or in their various sports, but we don't really get to see the heart of these students. And this is an opportunity for them to shine outside of that.
At Butler High School, Jeff Taylor, Bayhackle Sports.
Thank you, Jeff. 31-23 here at the half between Porter Ridge and Ardrey Kell. More halftime coming up on the other side. Tonight's Bayhackle Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances, your outdoor kitchen and tailgate headquarters, and by Acosta, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, the household name for quality and trust, and by Charlotte's hometown legal team. If you're injured, call the Downer Law Firm. Got a good one so far. First half 31-23, and it was Ashanti Taylor leading the way for Porter Ridge with 14 points, leads all scorers so far as we look some of those first half highlights. Molly Burns, we know we showed all the numbers she puts up in the pregame, but also able to get in on the assist. There's Blackwell with a nice fadeaway there. Look to see her get more involved on the offensive end for Ardrey Kell, and then another and one. That was the second one we saw from Ashanti Taylor. She's a freshman. If you believe that, the roster could be lying to us, but by all things we know, she is a freshman and she's putting on a show here in Charlotte. 31-23, Porter Ridge up. Second half coming up after this. Porter Ridge and Ardrey Kell here in the championship game of the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic. Nick Kloss with you for this one on Bay Hackle Sports. And so far in championship game number 1, the women putting on a good show so far, 31-23. Yesterday, when these two teams played on the men's side, it was a 10-point game or double-digit game at half. And it ended up with Ardrey Kell coming out on top. Well, right now, Porter Ridge with the 8-point lead over Ardrey Kell. A familiar story, but will it have a similar ending? That's the question we'll try to figure out the answer to right here. Burns leading the way for the Knights. 8 points for her in the first half. Malcolm feeds it for Burke. To the corner, Blackwell for 3. Up, doesn't get the bounce. Pulled down by Scaldera. Burns knocks it away. Fleck gives it to Glenn to slow things down and set up the offense. Burns passes over. Glenn gives one more back. Inside, quick turn. McCoy puts it up and in. Four points for Bryson McCoy. Ashanti Taylor goes downhill. Scaldera lays it in. Blackwell punches it away. Gives it to McCoy off the ground. It's touched and out of play. A turnover for Ardrey Kell. The runner off the mark from Burke. Second chance for Scaldera doesn't go. Fleck drives inside. Doesn't get enough height on it. Blackwell goes off. Good defense from McCoy. Washington pushes the pace. Finishes at the other end, 33-27. Deficit shrinks to 6. Taylor, up and in. Contact means nothing to Ashanti Taylor. Third opportunity of the day for Taylor to finish a three-point play at the line. She gets the job done. Third and 1 of the day for Ashanti Taylor, 17 points. Fleck moves it. The shot from Washington. Taylor called with the foul. Washington heads to the line for 2 shots. First one doesn't go for Washington. She averages around 13 points per game and nearly a double-double with 9.9 rebounds. Second one does go. She was fouled behind the arc, so she gets a third. Third one goes, 2 out of 3 on the trip. Malcolm, one-on-one with Burns. Tries to hand it off. Taylor keeps it to the corner. Jayla Taylor misses the 3. Back up. Malcolm underneath. 9-point lead. Right now for Porter Ridge, a whistle called. And it looks like a technical. I believe the head coach for Porter Ridge, Morgan Brown, was just given a technical foul. Burns has to shoot at the line, misses the first free throw. You can see the frustration as she walks back, and there's Coach Brown being talked down by her assistants. Second one laces through the net for Burns. 9 points for her, and now Ardrey Kell takes back possession, down 8. Olivia Burke back in for Porter Ridge. Jayla Taylor heads back to the bench. Burns decides to drive inside, goes out. Glenn, long 2. Not there. Washington comes down with the offensive board, cleans the glass, and finishes at the rim. Quick movement. Scaldera gets blocked by Washington, but a foul called. Anna Scaldera heads to the line. 8 points for her on the day. Misses the first. Scaldera, the senior, averaging around 5 points per game this year, but 7 rebounds. Second on the team in boards per game behind Taylor with around 8 on average. Autumn Washington takes a well-deserved rest after a 4-point spurt from her to start the third quarter. McCoy gives it for Burns. Back to McCoy. Down, Glenn on the baseline, can't finish. Last touched by Porter Ridge, staying with the Knights. Fleck for Burns. Quick trigger on the shot. Not quite there. Back for Glenn. Goes in, draws the foul. Olivia Burke gets called. Carly Glenn at the line. Glenn hits the first. Off on the second. Six-point lead for Porter Ridge. To the corner. Blackwell found Malcolm. Glenn inside for McCoy. Fleck loses the dribble. McCoy nearly stripped away by Scaldera, but gets her hands too far inside, and a foul on Scaldera, but gonna head to break 39-33. Porter Ridge still leading the way. (39-33). The Pirates lead the Knights here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Third quarter action still going, and both these teams competing for a championship here to win the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic. Ardrey Kell going with a press. Taylor runs with Glenn the whole way before the foul's called. Taylor kicks it out. Burke gets fouled on the floor before the shot. And excuse me, they will say it was in the shooting motion. So 2 shots at the line for Olivia Burke. First one doesn't go. Burke averaging double digits on the score sheet, 10 points per game. A veteran senior player for Coach Brown. There's a collision between, I believe, Sydney Blackwell and Tiana Kennedy. Kennedy got up and kind of marched towards Sydney Blackwell, but was quickly broken up by her teammates. And now checking back in is Autumn Washington, fouled, and already a quick trip to the line for her. First one goes. Washington 3 for 4, 75% from the line today. Just a sophomore, averaging double digits, so Ardrey Kell with a few more years of her, with Molly Burns graduating in 2024. Taylor nearly gets trapped, goes end to end and finishes. Blackwell gets called with the foul. Now both sides with 5 fouls here in the third quarter. So bonus 2 shots on every foul on the floor or elsewhere. Fleck. Second shot. In and out. Autumn Washington gets it back. Blocked by Scaldera. And they're saying, I believe, out of bounds. Let's get another look. And it wasn't kept in by Malcolm. So it stays Ardrey Kell's ball. Here's Fleck, thought about the shot. Burns. Guarded by Burke. Inside, here's Washington. Intercepted Blackwell. Miley Malcolm has the ISO. Works to the baseline. Off the side of the rim, pulled down by Ardrey Kell. Washington. May not have thought that one was going in. Powers through the contact in a three-point play. Possible here for Autumn Washington. Misses the free throw. Glenn pulls it down. Has it on the floor. Wrapped up. They're calling it a jump ball. It looked like both the people holding that ball were on Ardrey Kell, but when it's in a little scrum like that, they decide to blow the whistle and give it to the Knights. Washington. Outside, Glenn takes a three. Foul on Ardrey Kell, going against Glenn. Third foul for this junior, Carly Glenn, in 23 and white. Olivia Burke at the line. Hits the first. Second one goes. Minute 15 left. Timeout for these two teams. Gonna stay right here though. And a 7-point lead for Porter Ridge. Don't forget to catch Game On, streaming 7 p.m. on Mondays, right here on BayHackleSports.com. Everything you need to know. North Carolina high school sports streaming 7 p.m. on Mondays. Game On, BayHackleSports.com. This third quarter, staying tight between these two teams. Championship game between Ardrey Kell and Porter Ridge. Semifinals were yesterday. Porter Ridge took down Huff in commanding fashion, 61-37. Ardrey Kell, 55-41, a 14-point win over Charlotte Latin. Both these teams showing they deserved to be in this position. Fighting to be the last woman standing and the last team standing. Inside, Washington. Can't finish. Burke picks it up with pace. Goes end to end. Pulled down by Ardrey Kell. Under a minute left in the third. Washington wastes no time. Euros and a travel. Too many steps there. Picked up the dribble just a second early. Good ball movement. Pull-up jumper blocked by Washington. (19 points for Ashanti Taylor, leading both teams. Burns gets in between, pulls it away. Ardrey Kell takes possession. Under 20 seconds. Burns to Fleck in the corner for three. Glenn gets the offensive rebound. Fleck now, 5 seconds on the clock. Goes up, draws the foul. Skylar Fleck, the senior point guard. Back at the line, hits the first. Jayla Taylor coming in. And the first rest of this half for Ashanti Taylor. Burke tries to get to the other end in time, can't do it. But a close one in Charlotte, 44-39, 5-point lead for Porter Ridge. Five-point lead for Porter Ridge as we start the final quarter of play. Decides it all. Who takes home the championship trophy for Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic hosted by Ardrey Kell High School? Will it be the home team, the Ardrey Kell Knights, or will Porter Ridge come in to rain on their parade? Looking that way right now, but plenty of game left. Ashanti Taylor still on the bench for Porter Ridge. Pass underneath for McCoy. Jayla Taylor got in on it. Last to touch it, Burns, quick trigger. Too much on the three-pointer. You can tell Molly Burns has a shooter mentality, because no matter how much she misses or how she misses, she will keep shooting, which is a very good thing for Ardrey Kell, because when she does get hot, she can hit a few threes in a row, as we saw earlier in that first quarter. But it's a quick bucket from Porter Ridge to increase the lead. And a stop on the other end. Blackwell tries to keep it in, but can't. Washington inside for McCoy. Back out. Burns takes the three. Off the side and out of play. Frustrating shooting night for Molly Burns of Ardrey Kell. Averages 18.5 points per game here in the 2023-24 season. So far, with 9 so far tonight. Here's Burke, up with the left hand, can't find the rim. McCoy comes down with the board. Glenn for Washington. Down the baseline, in for McCoy. Easy layup. Back to a 5-point lead for Porter Ridge. Porter Ridge needed a timeout. No one was waiting to get the ball and play point guard for the Pirates, so Coach Brown has to call a timeout. Didn't want to risk giving up a bucket, especially with how close these two teams are now. 5 points separate the two. This is really anybody's game. And don't forget, this is just the first championship game of 2. Second one coming about 10 minutes after the conclusion of this one, marked for 7:30 p.m. between Butler and Ardrey Kell. The Bulldogs take on the Knights. Ardrey Kell, if they win this game, could be going for a sweep of this tournament in that one. Don't want to miss it. Fight between the Butler Bulldogs and the Ardrey Kell Knights on the men's side. 10 minutes after this one. I'll be back with you. Nick Kloss here for the championship series between Porter Ridge and Ardrey Kell here in game 1. Shanti Taylor, 19 points on the night, back in for Porter Ridge. Malcolm, back for Taylor. Malcolm, face guarded. Blackwell pulls it back out. Malcolm nearly has it stripped. Blackwell inside. Back out for Malcolm. No rush to shoot for Porter Ridge. Taylor. Hits Malcolm, and then Olivia Burke gets fouled. McCoy gets called with the foul. Official had to stop play. It looked like Autumn Washington not giving enough space. Burke at the top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Shanti Taylor guarded by Burns. Gets by, goes to the rim and in. 21 points for the freshman. Inside, Washington, up and in. Lead back to 5 for Porter Ridge. Blackwell. 4-point night for her. Stolen by Burns. Can't get to it. Blackwell and her collide. Fleck gets it, draws the foul. 48-43, 5-point lead. Porter Ridge still in control. Four-point game, 48-44. Fleck had the free throws to get us to that number. She hit 1 of 2. Apologize for any technical difficulties on our end, but getting you back to the action right here. Fleck. With it at the point, back for Glenn. Back up top for Fleck. Inside from the corner, Burns with the shot. They're saying it doesn't count. And an offensive foul. I believe it was too much time in the paint for Autumn Washington. Another foul comes shortly after. 4 points separating these two teams. Could get a good ending here. 3:20 left in the final quarter of play. Once this game concludes, we'll drop off, and then the men's game coming up shortly after. So tune in for that one as well, between the Butler Bulldogs and the Ardrey Kell Knights, the home team. Jump ball grabbed by Ardrey Kell, brings back possession to the Knights. Trying to make this a one-possession ball game. Burns with the shot and a three at the best time possible. "12 points for Molly Burns. 1 point game. Porter Ridge has kept the lead this entire time. Missed by Blackwell. Here comes Washington. Back up top, Fleck. Had time, opted to hold on to the ball and set something up. Burns trying to stay hot. Little short there. Burke to Blackwell. Corner three. Not there. Burns gets it off her hand and out of bounds. Porter Ridge takes it at the baseline. Timeout, Ardrey Kell. Coach Latavia Dixon having to talk things over this Ardrey Kell team. Only 2 losses this season to Marvin Ridge and Charlotte Catholic. Other than that, 11 wins for the Knights, and Porter Ridge 8-4 on the year. The Pirates with a good start to the season. Losses to North Meck, Independence, Ardrey Kell, and Hickory Ridge. And if you forgot, these two teams did see each other earlier this season. A 53-48 win for Ardrey Kell. And you can see how it was so close in the first meeting. Just 5 points separating the two teams. Now 1 point separating the two, but this time it's Porter Ridge on the winning end of it so far. Can they hold on to it? 2:07 in the fourth. Crunch time between the Knights and the Pirates. Blackwell gets open. 3. Hits it. (51-47). Back to a 4-point lead for Porter Ridge. Fleck goes inside. Burke gets it off her foot. Called a kickball. Going to go back to Ardrey Kell. Fleck up top, Glenn. And another timeout from Ardrey Kell. Coach Dixon wants to talk to her team after they've had a really good showing in this tournament. They beat a good Charlotte Latin team 55-41 to make it to this championship game here at the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic. And on the other side, Porter Ridge and Huff playing in that first semifinal in a big 61-37 win for the Pirates. So a different game here than these two teams got in the semifinals. They've ran the table up to this point to find themselves in the championship. Washington has it poked away. She's on the floor. McCoy gets it back for Burns. Over for Fleck. Inside. Layup misses. Burns drives. Now Glenn tries to go under, fouled by Burke. 2 shots coming for Carly Glenn. Glenn 1 of 2 at the line in her first trip today. Hits the first. Second one doesn't go. She stays 50%. Scaldera came down with it. Burke now going. Blackwell thought about it, trying to hold on to it, and a 3-point game. The foul going against Ardrey Kell. Free throws coming for Sydney Blackwell. And with under a minute left, we're going to see a lot of this. So they won't shoot free throws. They were lining up there for a second. Instead, foul on the floor, not in bonus territory yet. 3 fouls for both of these teams. Now 4 for Ardrey Kell. They're still 1 away from sending Porter Ridge to the line. Glenn gets credit for the foul. Burke quickly fouled again. Now 5, and they'll head to the line. Olivia Burke to shoot. 2 shots for Burke. 3-point lead for Porter Ridge. First one misses. Second one goes. 4-point lead. Porter Ridge over Ardrey Kell, and a foul coming against Burke. Still on the floor. Glenn will pass it in. Corner for Burns. Clutch! 1-point game. Blackwell to Malcolm. Back to Blackwell. 30 seconds, fouled by Fleck. And I mentioned how Molly Burns can get hot from behind the arc. Well, that's her 4th 3 of the game. 15 points for Burke. Most of them coming in the second half. First one misses from Blackwell. Second one doesn't go. 1-point game, Fleck. 25 seconds, Washington inside, draws the foul, and 1! Autumn Washington. Ice in the veins to put them up for the first time today with 23 seconds on the clock. A chance to extend the lead to 2. Double-digit scoring night for Autumn Washington. Free throw doesn't go. Scaldera comes down with it. Burke splits 2. Kicks it to the corner. Blackwell for 3. Hits it! The lead now. 2 points for Porter Ridge. McCoy for Fleck. Inside Washington. Up and out. Porter Ridge gets fouled with 0.1 seconds on the clock. And the Pirates are gonna get the win. After Ardrey Kell and Porter Ridge have battled already this season, it was Ardrey Kell coming away with the win. Well, in a thriller here in the championship game, Sydney Blackwell is the hero. The late 3 puts her team up. Scaldera hits the free throw to make it a 3-point game, but 0.1 seconds on the clock, not enough time to do anything. Goes down and out. Porter Ridge gets the win, 56-53, and wins the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic over the host team, Ardrey Kell. Ashanti Taylor wasn't available late in the game, but leads her team with 21 points in the 56-53 win for Nick Kloss saying so long from our wonderful crew. A big win for Porter Ridge in the championship.